Hey guys, I'm back with another action figure review, and today we're going to take a look at the DC Comics supervillains Harley Quinn from DC Collectibles, obviously from the New 52. I know I haven't finished my Marvel Legends reviews, but this is a newer review that I wanted to just get this review up because I think this figure is really impressive. It's another one from DC Collectibles, like recently that I'm really like, wow, this is a nice figure. So you know, I've been a little slacking on my uploads lately, so I figured I could pop this one in there, and then I have another DC Collectibles figure I might upload after this, and then get back to my Legends wave. Eventually, I will finish the Odin wave, and then move on to other things. So before we review the figure, let's take a look at the package. So Todd picked this up at a mock time a couple weeks ago now. I think it came out 2 weeks ago. And he picked it up because he loves Amanda Connor's Power Girl, and basically any of Amanda Connor's artwork. So this is the Amanda Connor version of Harley Quinn from her solo series in the New 52. So let me see if I can show this whole thing here. So it's all red. They always change the color of the packaging on these, so it's all red since that's one of pretty much Harley's main color. And it says DC Comics Supervillains. It's got the peel back, but it's got like the shredded effect here since it's a villain. And you have DC Comics Supervillains Harley Quinn. Now I'm noticing, when I introduced this, I said she's from the New 52. I'm noticing that this doesn't say New 52 on it, whereas the heroes, they usually do. I'm curious if that's because instead of that it says Supervillains, they don't want to squeeze something else on this line, or if they are starting to move away from the New 52 on figures as well, since they're going to be taking it, we're in June now, so they're taking it off of the comic books. So that's interesting, just a little note. Side here we have a shot of the figure, sculpted by Dave Cortez, who I don't think I have any figures sculpted by him, or not me or Todd. I don't think either of us has any by him. And then on the back it have a little shot of Harley's face up there, and it says collect them all, obviously. Poison Ivy's New 52 look, and the Joker in just kind of a black suit, tux look thing, not tux, suit, it's called Duster, is that a duster? Poison Ivy looks really nice, like the figure looks really nice. I really don't like the design. I mean, I never did. I really wish that instead of like a black, they did maybe like a dark green, and it was like green on green. Because, I mean, I don't mind that she's not like half naked anymore. That's great. But I just don't like the black. So this I might review in the future if Todd picks it up. I know he was interested in it, so I don't know. And then on this side we have silhouette of the figure, but I just wanted to point out, I don't know when they actually change this over, but DC is officially in California. So that is on the packaging. So okay, let's take a look at this figure. This figure is really cool. It's a little tough to kind of like pose and stand and get just right, because its articulation is kind of like the old DC Direct figures, where it's pretty limited. It just has a couple of like extra points, I guess you could say, over the old ones. So it's kind of a little mix of new and old, but it's mostly the old articulation. And with the, I guess I'll point it out now, the roller skates, which are really cool. You know, if you want her to stand like flat on these, it's kind of tough, but it's actually okay. And they do actually wheel. So there you go. She can wheel across my video here. It's probably not looking very nice with my hand like wobbling everywhere, but yeah, you can see, like, I don't know if you can see that, but like her I'm holding her by her left foot, so her left foot is flat on my desk, and then her right foot is literally floating right now because you can't really get her feet to kind of stay there together. But yeah, so I think those skates look so cool. I love that they actually roll. They look so real. Pull them in a little bit so you can see that there. Really, really cool. You've got the two colors alternating. Now, these are accessories. They don't come on her feet in the package, so you can pull them off really easily, and they look like this. So they just kind of have these two pegs that peg into the bottom of her feet, as well as this, like, horizontal thingy that goes in there. So then if you take them off, she can stand just fine on her feet, even better than when she had the skates on, pretty much. And she doesn't have heels, so she has these, like, pretty much flat feet that stand really, really nicely. And she probably, I'm curious if she measures, the box says approximately 6.75 inches, so, 7-inch scale, as it, she's DC Direct figure. I'm curious if, I'm seeing if I have a ruler in my drawers, pardon the noise. I'm curious if she measures that with the skates on or off. I don't think this has inches. Does this have inches? Yeah, okay. This is inches, duh. Alright, so look, I have a measuring tape. Let's see. So with the skates off, she's just a hair over 6. Okay, well, she's 6¼ inches tall. So hypothetically, with, proper, like, angles, she could even potentially work with, like, some DCUC figures. So, do I have any sitting right here? I don't think so. I mean, I have Damien, but he is very short, so obviously they could work fine together if they wanted to fight or something. She is a grown woman, so she would be taller. So anyway, so that's one of her accessories. I guess you could say her two, however you want to count them, is her little skates. And then she obviously also has this hammer, which I will show you. It's very light. It's just a hollow plastic piece with a plastic rod. Metallic red paint. Looks nice in her hands, and it's pretty big. So that's the other accessory. And then she has one more. As you can see here, she's got a little holster on her hip here. And this gun does come out. Again, she doesn't come in the package with the gun even in the holster, I don't think. I think she doesn't, if I remember correctly. So you just pull, it has the little top rubbery piece, and you can pull that out, and she's got a tiny little gun that she can use in her right hand with her trigger finger. And there you go. She's got a little gun that, oh, that wants to fall. But yes, so she is really good looking. Not like, as a woman, as like a figure. She's like a really, really nice looking figure. Not that she's not good looking. Whatever, you know what I mean. Really great looking figure. She's got a lot of accessories. I mean, the gun's very small, but I'm guessing it's like a certain type of gun or something. I don't know. I'm going to put it back in the holster, so you just pop it in here and kind of wiggle it in there. And pull the strap back over, and there you have it. I thought it was funny when we took her out of the package and saw that she had the holster, and it was like, really? She gets a holster and, like, Red Hood does not? But, I mean, I can understand because it's such a tiny holster, it doesn't detract from the look of the figure. It looks really nice, whereas if you'd given Red Hood holsters, he would have looked ridiculous, like, with these giant empty holsters when he's holding the guns. It is what it is. So let me just pull this figure in and kind of show you a little bit more. I'm trying to adjust my lighting here. So her face definitely looks like Amanda Connor's artwork. Like, no doubt. It's really kind of cool. She doesn't look... I feel like Amanda Connor has a pretty distinct style that, like, none of my... I don't think I have any, like, other figures that really, are based on artist artwork that look like this. So it's very distinct looking in a collection of, other art... Like, I guess the only other one specific is the Capullo series, which obviously Greg Capullo also has a very distinct style, and obviously doesn't look anything like this. So, very cool. She's got the little, like, collar, I guess you can call it, with the jingle bells. Black and the red hair. She's got 5150 on her shoulder here. Pigtails look really nice. They're very flexible. And they're not articulated, if I remember correctly. Yeah, not articulated. So don't go spinning them around like I did with my Arkham City Harley. Which got the little diamonds on this shoulder, the star and diamond here, the little lines on her shorts here. She's got a belt with little bullets sculpted in there, painted metallic gold. Clothing is all sculpted. She's got a little belly button. She's got elbow pads that have the little diamonds on each one. Corset back here is really cool. Star on the butt. Gloves are sculpted with holes and everything. 2 different colors. Knee pads as well. I really like these socks, and I think it sounds so silly saying it out loud, but like it's just a matter of the figure as a whole, how they contrast the different paint finishes, which I always love when figures do that. Her whole body, the white parts, and her hair and the socks are all matte finish, and then all the clothes and her skates and everything are a glossy finish, and it just has such a nice contrast. And for some reason it looks really nice on the socks, I guess because, you know, with the skates being so glossy, the knee pads being so glossy right nearby, and then the socks here, it actually makes them look like they could be cloth socks, as opposed to, you know, if they were shiny they wouldn't look like socks. I mean, fabric is not shiny, generally speaking, of course, so I just really like them. I don't know why. And they have little wrinkles at the bottom of the, like, where they're going into the skate. She's got little pom-poms on the front of her skates and laces as well. Diamonds on each side, and they had the holes on the bottom. So very cool. I think they did a really nice job on this figure. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I'll go through articulation. So she can turn her head side to side, can go down as far as her collar allows, and up, not really much. Kind of just forward. Or, I don't know if yeah, show the shoulder pads, okay. She can bring her arms up that far, and forward, and back, a little bit tight there. She does have a bicep swivel, which is nice. She has a single jointed elbow. Wait, is it single jointed? Yeah, single jointed elbow. I'm not sure why they didn't choose to use double joints. I'm pretty sure the knees are single jointed as well. I'm not sure why they didn't go with double jointed knees and elbows, because, well, A, they've been doing that recently, and B, she's wearing knee pads, which is usually, and elbow pads, which is really usually a great opportunity for double joints, because the pad will kind of float in the center of the joint when it is bent. So that was a little bit of a missed opportunity, I think, but I guess they kind of have to balance stuff out like this, where if they're going to give us like all these cool accessories, maybe they can't afford to give us the extra joints. I'm just not sure how that works. It would have been nice though, so I mean, we'll see. It's interesting because I know that the Icons line is coming up, and I'm pretty sure those are all very highly articulated, and then a lot of them come with really cool accessories, so I don't know. But, yes, so, okay, where was I? She has a twist at the wrist here. No waist swivel or diaphragm or ab crunch or anything in this area. The sculpt looks really nice because of it, but she can't move too much. You know, I'm doing roller derby. I feel like she should have as much articulation as possible, but oh well. Her legs will go forward about that much, and back about that much, and they do have T-joints, I guess call that, or ball joints. They go out to the side there, and the peg is black, not clear. No cuts up here, no cuts above the knee either, so this is all stuck here. Single jointed knees, as I said. No movement above the sock either. It's actually at the top of the boot, which is very low down, probably not very useful, and no like ankle movement or anything there, so she's very limited. I guess the only real difference over like old style DC Direct figures is that she has the hips that can go out as opposed to just forward and back. But otherwise she's pretty similar. Maybe the biceps. No, old figures had that too, so for the most part she's styled like an old DC Direct figure. So it's interesting to watch DC Collectibles kind of go through this and figure themselves out, because it doesn't seem like they are going for consistency so much as they are changing it from figure to figure. But I don't know. I mean, whatever. She's a really nice figure either way. You can get her into a good looking pose, you know, without having to go crazy with articulation. You could probably pose her looking like she's gonna, you know, put her skates on and then like put one knee up and make it look like she's skating. That's probably good enough for me. So yeah, I really do like this figure. I'm surprised this review went so long. Sorry, but I know I can talk. So yeah, I definitely recommend this figure if you're a Harley Quinn fan. If you are an Amanda Connor fan, because it's pretty cool to have a figure that looks just like her artwork. I was saying to Todd, like it's almost a shame that we are loose collectors, because this would be one of the cool ones to like buy, keep in the box, and have Amanda Connor like sign the box at a con. I guess you could buy a second one, but I thought that was cool. Cool idea. So yes, okay. Anyway, cool figure, recommend. Yes. And I think that's about it. So this has been my review of the DC Collectibles, DC Comics Supervillains Harley Quinn from the New 52, her solo series. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my next review.